Oh, hi everyone. Wait, I have to fix this. Okay. Hi everyone. Welcome back to my energy forecast. I'm really excited to be here with all of you. Wow, this is the first time I've gone live on right on Facebook in a while. It's so weird. Okay, sorry. Welcome, everyone. Happy Friday. I'm really excited to be here and share some information with you. This just came through right now, actually, about magnetism. So, this week, I'm really leaning into talking about magnetism because I actually just came off of teaching this 30-day program called Quantum Magnetism, where it was the first time I actually taught about how to be magnetic, how to attract clients easily, and the results were just phenomenal. I can't even believe the experiences and the results that everyone had during the course of this program. We went so deep in such a short amount of time, and everybody's lives completely changed. People had these amazing spontaneous healings. One of the biggest themes was everyone's relationships with their partners, if they had one, completely shifted in these like really big ways. And also some of the ladies that didn't have a partner were having all of these people reaching out to them, wanting to take them out on dates. Like, it was kind of crazy. And everyone's businesses really shifted and changed for those women who had businesses. A lot of women who were just starting out put these amazing offers out there. There were so many different things that happened. So I've been really leaning into this energy of magnetism and how do we create that, right? How do we step into these deeper levels of just being naturally magnetic? Because it's a really internal thing, right? This is not something that we can create outside of us or something that we can do outside of us. This is an inside job, so to speak. And to create this energy from within that people are just naturally attracted to. So I've done a lot of reflecting on this just from my own success that I've had with client attraction and growing my business, and really looking at what are the factors that really contribute to having this level of magnetism. And as I was tuning into it this morning, the big words that I heard were, where are you operating from wounding? Right? Because this is something that I look at with people all the time, is wherever you are operating from a place of wounding is where you're going to be blocked with your magnetism, right? So what does that mean? Now, first of all, before I go into that, I just want to quickly say why this is so pertinent right now, because a lot of times, I do these energy forecasts with these specific topics, and there's always a reason why based on the energies that are happening on the planet right now. So right now we're in one of my favorite times. You guys have probably all heard me share. I love the fall. My birthday's November 5th. I love this time of year, not only because of like the season change and the cool weather, but this is the time of the year when the veil is thin. Now, what does that mean? It means that we have access to deeper energies. We have access to the other realms that we might not have as much easy access to at the other times of the year, because this season, this time of year has this magic to it where we're able to have access to the other energetic realms in a more potent and powerful way. Just to give you an example, a lot of my clients have been talking about their dreams, how they've had these really incredible, really potent dreams that are illustrating something huge that is representing something that's going on in their life. And a lot of times they'll wake up and feel like it actually wasn't really a dream, like they were just in an alternate reality, which is what a dream actually is. But because the veil is thinner right now, the lines can be blurred between this reality that we're focused in and the other realities that are going on simultaneously. So the reason why that's good is because we have the power to harness that energy, these other pieces of ourselves that are connected to these other realities and these other versions of us that have these profound gifts and abilities, we're able to connect in with that and utilize those energies, if that makes sense. So the reason why right now is so powerful to talk about magnetism is because the veil is very thin and we have access to these deeper levels of energy that are part of us that we might not always have access to or be tuned into. So we can really harness these energies right now to heighten our level of magnetism so that we attract to us all of the perfect people, situations, and circumstances that align with your highest timeline, which is what you want, right? Especially, and it doesn't matter if you own a business or you have a job or you're wanting to call in a relationship or whatever it is, we all want to be magnetic because when you are magnetic, you draw to you exactly what is meant for you, and you manifest really easily because you're really tuned into what you are supposed to do, what you're supposed to have, and then when you start thinking about it, it appears because there's nothing in the way, there's nothing blocking you, there's nothing that you are thinking or believing or operating from that is telling you that you can't have that, right? So back to what I said in the beginning, where are you operating from wounding? This is incredibly important when it comes to elevating your magnetism and activating your magnetism. Why? Because anywhere you're operating from wounding will create a block in your field where you won't be able to experience that level of alignment, that level of magnetism. So what does it mean to be operating from wounding? Anywhere where you are believing or operating from the belief that you are not good enough, that you are limited in some way, that certain things aren't available to you, that because A, B, or C happened, that means that you can only have this or you can't have that, or anywhere where you're operating from a level of shame. Shame is a big thing that is kind of underneath all of these wounds that we have, whether it's something that happened in your past or just wounding from what I like to call relational trauma, just the trauma of relating to our parents or our caregivers in a way that was not supportive to our emotional needs. That's relational trauma. So essentially what happens is we relate to ourselves and the world based on these relationships that we had growing up, which might have told us that we had to abandon ourselves for the needs of others, or we had to people please in order to get what we wanted. So all of these ways that we operate from this wounding block us from becoming magnetic, because what makes you magnetic is when you are in full alignment with what is actually true for you, what is actually right for you, what you know that you're meant to be doing. What is this part? No. Sorry, someone keeps ringing my doorbell and I see it's like a person with a clipboard and I'm like, no, I'm not answering. Anyway, so does that make sense? And you can put in the comments. So what makes you magnetic is you being authentically true and honoring yourself and loving and accepting all pieces of yourself. So anywhere where you believe that there's a part of yourself that is so bad or so shameful that you have to hide it from the world, that creates a shadow. That creates a piece of you that's becoming compartmentalized, and that is a block from being magnetic. So the more that you can embrace all parts of yourself, the more that you can shine light on those shadow aspects of yourself that you think that you think makes you unlovable, that's actually what makes you become magnetic, right? Is when you can embrace all parts of yourself, even those parts of yourself that you previously decided were wrong or bad based on your wounding from childhood. So how do we do this, right? Well, there's some deep inner work that's required, right? And it's not something that, you can snap your fingers. You have to be willing to look at yourself. You have to be willing to get a little bit uncomfortable, and you have to be willing to invest in support. But if you are, everything completely changes, right? Because you now have gotten to this point where you've looked at these things that you might not have been able to see before. You've looked at the wounding that you're operating from. You've moved through it and you've embraced yourself. And then what happens is all of a sudden everything just starts coming to you, right? Manifestation becomes easy. The right opportunities show up. The clients come in. The money comes in because you're living in this level of alignment, this level of authenticity, and this level of integration of all parts of you. Because when you embrace and love all parts of you and who you truly are, everyone else does that too. But when you are compartmentalizing parts of yourself, when you're making yourself wrong, when you're at war with yourself, then it's hard for people to lean in, because on an energetic level, they can feel that, and it's hard for them to lean into you and accept you and embrace you when you're not embracing yourself. So that is my little spiel on being magnetic and what it really takes. So there are some opportunities right now to make these shifts, right? This is exactly what I help people do. It doesn't have to take a long time. I've created all the tools. I can easily see what's in your way, and all you have to do is lean in and move through it and use the tools, right? So right now, what's happening is, first of all, a really exciting thing, if you want to just like dip your toe into this and kind of experience some really quick energetic shifts, I have my Miracles, Money, and Magnetism bundle that's on sale right now at a really low price. You can get these 3 transmissions that I've done. So basically, if you've been following me, you've seen that every few months, the guides will give me a transmission that I'm supposed to give to all of you. That's an energetic and frequency upgrade. So there's 3 of them that I've put together. One is the Miracle Frequency Activation, which activates your ability to live in the frequency of miracles, where you're able to see and experience your life as one unfolding miraculous event after another. Then I have the Galactic Abundance Codes, which activates you into this new frequency of abundance, the new paradigm of wealth. And then I also have the Accelerated Wealth Transmission, which also activates you into this new frequency of abundance, this new paradigm of perceiving the energy of abundance, and clears out all of the old programming around lack and scarcity. So I put these 3 things together for you at a low price, because if you bought them individually, it would be a lot more. And it's only available at this price until the end of the day tomorrow. So this is a great way to dip your toe in, because also everyone who purchases it will get a credit to apply to working with me in any other way. So it's just such a great way to dip your toe in. If you're interested in doing this work, if you know you're ready to activate your magnetism, to make a big change in your life, and to start really living from that place of alignment, this is a great way to dip your toe in, because you can try these transmissions, you can feel the energy shift, and then if you decide, you can apply your credit to working with me in a deeper capacity. So that's a really great opportunity. Also, for those of you that are ready to dive in head first, we have a few spots still open for my mastermind, Accelerated Wealth, which starts on October 11th. This is a 6-month mastermind to potently and powerfully clear all the blocks that come up when it comes to growing and expanding your income and growing and expanding your business. So this is for women who already have a business and are already making money. And we're going to ignite new levels of magnetism and clear all of that old wounding, all of that old programming that stands in the way of you increasing your income, because a lot of it's ancestral and it's actually very easy to clear once we pinpoint it. So that's what we're doing there. And also there are many other amazing ways to work with me. You can look at my website, AlyseBreeds.com, just to see all the programs that I have, or reach out to me and I can help you decide what's the best way to jump in. I'll put the link for the bundle here. Remember, you only have until the end of the day on the 1st to get it at that price and get the credit to work with me. So you want to jump into this. So reach out to me if you have any questions. I'm sending you so much love, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Have a great weekend.